All right, ladies and gentlemen, it is my honor to welcome you to Seminole County Fire Department's Class 2501 graduation ceremony. Please stand as Class 2501 proceeds in. Class leader Trail Drummond will be leading their class guidon. This will be followed by our Honor Guard's presentation of colors. Firefighter Rose Gardner will lead the national anthem, followed by the Pledge of Allegiance, led by Class 2501 member and United States Army veteran Paul Berry. Tina Comesso, Outreach Coordinator for Action Church, will then welcome you and share a video message from our chaplain, Eddie Rivera.
Present. Arms.
Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rockets' red glare, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the brave?
Give it up. I know you want to. Get it up.
I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, for liberty and justice for all.
Color guard. Right. Face. Forward. March.
Ready. Hold. Right. Face. Post. Colors. Right. Face. Forward. Oh.
Good afternoon. Everyone can please be seated. welcome to Action Church as we celebrate our firefighter graduates and their families. Today we honor your courage, commitment, and the calling you've embraced to serve others. We're especially grateful for the partnership with the Seminole County Fire Department. It is a privilege to stand with you and to support you in this appreciative event. Although Chaplain Eddie Rivera could not be here with us in person today, this moment was very important to him. He shared a very special message by video, and I'd love for you to take a moment and listen.
Class 2501, Chaplain Rivera here. Congratulations on meeting the standard necessary to graduate. We celebrate with you. I just want to encourage you with three things. The first thing is possess a positive attitude. You're not going to have control of much, but one thing that you can control is your attitude, and that comes from having the right outlook, the right perspective, that you've been called on purpose and for purpose for such a time as this to make a difference in the lives of others. The second thing is practice teachability. Never lose the posture of a student. Don't think more of yourself than you ought to. Continue to be humble. Continue to learn from your leadership. And the third thing is pursue excellence through hard work. That in everything that you do, give 110%. Be a team player. Add value to your team. Add value to your leadership. Add value to the organization. May God bless you. We would love to be here for you if you need anything. Praying for you. We support you. We love you. God bless.
All right. Thank you, Tina, Chaplain Eddie Rivera, and all your volunteers and Action Church for graciously hosting this graduation. All right, we really do appreciate it. Thank you all for joining us this afternoon as we recognize our recruit firefighters becoming probationary firefighters. We are honored to have local elected officials, county leadership, and special guests in the audience today, including Seminole County Commissioner Bob Delary, former Seminole County Fire Department Fire Chief and today's keynote speaker, Leanna Mims. We'd also like to recognize Chaplain Kevin Matlock from Cross Life Church. We can't forget our four-legged, I hope they're here. Doreen? Yep, all right, perfect. Now I can continue. We can't forget our two very special four-legged friends with us today, Winston and Recon, two of our department's therapy dogs. Winston, yep. Very good. Winston is accompanied by Aaron from Chuliota, and Recon is here with Will Hall, our EMS and liaisons at Advent Health. All right, before we begin, we'd like to ask all active and veteran U.S. military service members to please stand and be recognized. Thank you for your service and sacrifice. Yes. I knew it. Perfect, thank you. We'd also like to acknowledge all active and retired first responders in the audience. Please stand and be recognized for your service. Perfect. My name is Gene Van Etten, and I serve as the Battalion Chief of Professional Standards and Training. I've proudly served in the fire service for 23 years and call Seminole County my home. For the past 17 years, I've taught special operations and fire standards at Central Florida Fire Institute. Being at our fire training center and helping recruits and veterans alike grow is both a privilege and a passion of mine. One of our department's strengths is our commitment to training and safety, which ensures we remain in a constant state of readiness. Our recruits will continue to train even after they enter the field. At the Fire Training Center, we currently offer triannual training, which is a multi-company, multi-agency annual training exercise that we put on. It's pretty in-depth. We also offer emergency service classes such as ACLS, PALS, CPR. We also offer specialized classes and training that people participate in from all over the state that's required to be a member of our tower and shot teams. One of those apparatuses is right outside for you. Training and learning is embedded into our careers. We don't train until we get it right. We train until we can't get it wrong. People who call for us to rely on us don't expect us to get it wrong. That's why we train so hard. For those unfamiliar with our history, the Seminole County Fire Department was established on October 1st, 1974. We proudly celebrated our 50th anniversary last year. Thank you. Our annual report highlights that milestone, and I encourage everyone to check it out. Today, we recognize Class 2501 as the 20 newest members of our fire family who will serve the citizens of Seminole County. To share a moment of our story and to also introduce our keynote speaker, I now invite our Fire Chief, Matt Kinley, to the stage.
So good afternoon, Class 2501. Welcome to an outstanding fire department and one of the most honorable, noble, and selfless professions that you can do. For the past 50 years, our department has existed for one sole reason and one purpose: to serve the community in their greatest moment of need. I'm proud of the history and the heart of this department, but this legacy wasn't built with words alone. It was built on blood, sweat, and tears. We were founded at midnight, October 1st, 1974. Our first fire chief, Gary Kaiser, faced enormous challenges, along with everyone else that was helping him. Recruiting, training personnel, securing legal approvals, acquiring apparatus and equipment, and developing operational documents. Not like the Big Ops Bulletin book that we have now. Back then, fire stations operated out of rented motel rooms, and funding for equipment was minimal. The team improvised using World War II area SCAT vehicles, much like our Woods trucks today, retrofitted with 250-gallon water tanks. Skeptics thought it would never work, but it did. Necessity is truly the mother of invention. At our founding, we had just 19 firefighters working out of 9 stations, 2 personnel, 5 of which operated out of volunteer district old fire stations. You'll experience that at Station 23, our oldest station. Our ISO insurance services rating was a 9, as bad as it could possibly be. Inadequate water supply, and our first year we responded to only 2,800 calls. Fast forward to today. SCFD now boasts more than 575 personnel, 20 fire stations, with the 21st is going to open very, very soon, and more than 51,000 calls annually. You may have noticed 3 logos on the front of your graduation program and up on our banner here. What do they mean, and why are they important? We've earned a top ISO 1 rating, which shows our ability to respond and prevent fires, a distinction held by only 1% of fire departments nationwide. Last year, we achieved international accreditation through CFAI. We maintained our CAS accreditation through the Commission on Accreditation of Ambulance Services for the 4th consecutive cycle. One of only 30 departments within the country to hold these 3 designations, and only one of 2 the size of a county to hold those designations. These achievements are rooted in a strong foundation of visionary leadership. As I often say, we stand on the shoulders of giants. One of those giants is former Fire Chief Leanna Mims. Fun fact, when I was a college student at UCF, and my plan was to come here, this is the only place I've ever wanted to be, I interned under Chief Mims at SCFD. My job was to review and revise the operations bulletin manual. When I started, it was about that thick. When I was done, it was about that thick. And not to my credit. To complete that task, I drove all over the county, tracking down the subject matter experts linked to each one of those bulletins. I received and revised those documents, and as a result, I knew our ops bulletins inside and out. Anybody who got hired with me knows that. When I was hired in 2001, and over the years after that, much to every chief's dismay, I knew our policies like the back of my hand. Working with Chief Mims and witnessing her leadership taught me an invaluable lesson about perseverance during difficult times and the importance of building consensus. She led the successful merger of 3 municipal fire departments. No small feat, as each of these had its own distinct culture, leadership, and personnel. As her bio notes, she also guided our department through the severe financial crisis of 2008, managing the budget without a single loss of fire service personnel. Not one, a remarkable feat. Chief Mims served as a fire chief from 2005 to 2015, doubling the national average of tenure. In fact, SCFD has only had 6 fire chiefs in our entire history. Speaks volumes about our department's stability, commitment, and long-term vision. Chief Mims' dedication to mentorship, leadership, and advocacy is unmatched. As the newest class of recruits, it's now your duty to honor this legacy, while also embracing the change needed for the growth and future innovations. The fruits we enjoy today are the result of decades of sacrifice and service by those who came before us. Never take that for granted. The support we receive from our Board of County Commissioners, county management, and the community is unmatched. For me, SCFD is personal. I was born 10 months after the founding. This department has always been part of my life. There's nowhere else I'd rather serve, and my hope is that your journey continues, you'll come to feel the same way. And Chief Mims, she's still leading, still serving. In addition to the impressive resume we had to shorten for the program, she continues to train fire and law enforcement personnel across the country in an active shooter incident management through C3 pathways. She just returned from a session in New Hampshire. That's one more of the lessons I've learned from her. Never stop learning, never stop teaching, and never stop giving back. With that, I've shared some of our story, and now it's my honor to introduce someone who shaped so much of it. Please welcome Fire Chief Leanna Mims.
You never know what pictures are going to put up. So it can be a little scary, right? That's not too bad, not too bad. Well, congratulations. And I know it's tough on you guys, but it's really tough here too because I can hardly see you for the lights, all right? So if I'm a little squinty, that's the reason why. And it's an honor to be here with you. I am not going to give you a speech. I'm not going to show you a PowerPoint, but I am going to take the opportunity to talk to you. And the things I'm going to talk to you about are, ironically enough, in following with what the chaplain just covered in his video recording. And he and I have not spoken. So I'll tell you that much. You worked hard to get here. You've crossed the parapet wall, if it would, right? So now you found yourself in this fortress, and this fortress is Seminole County Fire Department. And as Chief Kinley just explained, it's one of the best departments in the country. And what makes it that way isn't just the credentials. You know, those credentials take a lot of work, and it proves that you're who you are no matter who's looking at you. But what makes it a great fire department are the people. And now you're part of that. You're part of that. I went through and read your bios. So you got the opportunity, I don't know, maybe if it was given to you to read mine. So I had the opportunity to read through yours. And it's impressive. All of you have talents that you bring into this organization, plus some past experience. And one that really made me chuckle, and I'm going to share this one, and keeping in mind that I work with law enforcement and fire across the country, is the gentleman who led us in the pledge, Barry, I believe. On your bio, it stated one of your reasons for coming into the fire service is that you'd been in the military and you didn't want to be a cop. That was classic. And just so you know, I will be sharing that when I'm with my, my fellow teachers in the discussions that we have, because it doesn't matter how many years that you've been in this job or around each other, we still talk about which discipline is the best, even though we know that we support each other 110%. So you cross the parapet, you're at Seminole County Fire Department, and you're in the best job in the world. You are in the best job in the world. And why is that? It's not just because of the shift, even though that is fantastic. It's not just because you get to say that you're a firefighter, though family in here, I know you're very proud, right? Raise your hand if you're family and you're proud of one of these folks sitting here in the front. Yeah, they worked hard for it, and they did it with your support. Right? And they're going to continue to need your support, even more than they have up to today. Mm-hmm. So you've done it, you've crossed in. Do you have your station assignments yet? Okay, good to know. How do you stay successful? Have you thought about it? You went through school, you got through everything that you did, you've gone through all the physical stuff and the written stuff, and your attitude has got you this far. And attitude will continue to carry you. But how are you going to stay successful? How are you going to stay successful as a firefighter? We kind of know how that works, right? You're going to train. You're going to make sure that you stay up to date. You're going to absorb from those around you who have more experience. And one way that you can really be successful is to listen more than you speak and take it in. How are you going to be successful as a medical professional? You are a medical professional. And, you know, the public at large doesn't realize the responsibility of an EMT or a paramedic and the role that they play in community, in making a difference in saving lives. You don't have a team behind you when you get out there. You're making decisions on the fly that are based on the person that's in front of you. And you have to make it different for every single circumstance. Yeah, you've got protocols, you've got great training, but taking care of that patient in front of you is tough. It's tough. How are you going to do it? Constant study, profession in your skills, always knowing your protocols, staying up to date on what's new in medications, not just the ones you're using, but the ones people are taking. You have to know that. But if there's one thing that you can do that really can keep you on top and keep you successful through all of it, it's compassion. Anybody can be taught things, whether or not they can execute it in action, who knows? But compassion, you got to hang on to that. Because you're going to run on some people over and over again. Somebody in this group had a grandmother that Seminole County has responded to several times, right? And they were happy about that. And you don't have to raise your hand, but I remember reading that. Right? That being the case, what you would hope is that every single time somebody shows up, no matter how many times it's a do-over, that the same level of compassion is there, regardless of whether it's a basic BLS call or the most advanced life support call that could possibly be thrown at you, is to maintain compassion. It's the worst day of their lives. Right? You're intervening on people on the worst day of their lives. Number 3, how are you going to stay successful as a team player? You got into this, right? Because you get to play as a team. It's a big difference between us and law enforcement. We get to work as a team. What needs to be done? Do it. That's the most valuable player on a team, is somebody who can look around and see what needs to be done, and they do it. Follow through. If you say you're going to do something, do it. Follow through on what you say. Follow through on the requirement to be trained as a firefighter, to be proficient as a paramedic. Be accountable. Hold yourself accountable. If you say that you're going to do something, do it. If you make a mistake, say, hey, I made a mistake. It's okay. It's all right. There's going to be ones around you that have been doing this job a whole lot longer that have made mistakes. And there's going to be ones coming in that you're going to be setting examples for. Communicate. And by communicate, I don't just mean sitting and chit-chatting around the kitchen table. But that's a lot of fun. There's a lot of problems solved there, right? A lot of problems created too, but there's a lot of problems solved around the kitchen table. But communicate with each other. Be there for one another. Communicate with your leadership in the right manner. Communicate with your community. And there's a lot of people in here who do that on a regular basis, above and beyond what they have to as far as relating to their community. Be timely. Timely and truthful. So do what you say that you're going to do. Hold yourself accountable to do it. Tell people what you're doing or what you're going to do. Do it in a reasonable time and tell the truth about it. Just be truthful. If we talk about being successful as a team player. And number 4, and again, your chaplain had talked about this a little bit. How are you going to remain successful as a leader? How are you going to stay successful as a leader? Have you recognized yourself as a leader? Have you recognized yourself as a leader? Yeah. Your families have. And keep in mind, though, you're going to have officers ahead of you and in front of you all the time. The community sees a firefighter as a leader. And you've earned it in the chair that you sit. How are you going to be successful at that? You know, leadership can be taught over and over again. It really can. But whether or not you execute it, that remains up to you and how you carry yourself. I think you had an ethics class. Who's with training? I think you had an ethics class on day 3 in your orientation training. Is that right? Right at the very beginning. Why was that? Why would you have an ethics class right at the very beginning of your training coming into a fantastic fire department, one of the best jobs in the world? Because you're community leaders. And if you don't understand ethics and what ethics is and what it means, you're not going to succeed. That's pretty much why it's up there in the front. What do you want to be known for? Everybody can't be great at everything. That's why we team up, right? We play off of each other's weaknesses and strengths. What do you want to be known for? I can tell you that members of this organization before you made somewhat of a pledge on what they wanted to be known for, what was important to them, and that includes your current fire chief. And I can tell you that for him, a statement that he had made, and I have it here, was that traditions aren't always what you think they are. And he's probably going back and saying, I said what? I did what? What do you want to be known for? And you don't have to tell me now, but you can probably tell each other. You know, pick one thing. You want to be first on the truck every time? You want to be on time every day? You want to stay proficient? I can tell you that a former officer here, what his was, put the fire out the first time. Right? That's fire humor right there for family. You know, we don't do rekindles, right, Chief Kinley? We don't do rekindles, yeah. Put the fire out the first time. So, I have a whole list here of them that I could go through. I won't. I will just say that one that's right up here at the top resonates with me, and that's that the next alarm is the most important. It's not the one you're on now. It's not the one you went to yesterday. It's what you're doing for the next one. The next alarm is the most important, and that is why this department has been successful. So those four things, firefighter, medical professional, team player, leaders in your community, you have to be successful at all of them. You can't just pick one or two. You have to pick them all. A few rules. There's going to be lots of people giving you rules, right? I'm a big NCIS fan. Anybody else NCIS fans? Or am I dating my favorites? Gibbs rules. Please raise your hand if you know what I'm talking about. Thank you. I can see hands. I can't see anything else. But a few rules. You are always being watched. Always being watched. Whether it be around the station, in your community, off duty, at Publix. Anytime that you decide that you're going to wear that fire department t-shirt, which I highly encourage, you're part of the best job in the world and one of the best departments in the country. Remember that if you're wearing it, that you need to show it, right? No matter where you are. No matter where you are, if you're getting paid or not. You're always being watched. And some of you know that already because I know I read in a couple of your bios that you'd said you wanted to come here because some of your instructors from school worked for Seminole County, and you really admired those instructors. I can guarantee you those instructors were watching you, and you must have done something right because you're sitting here. You knew that, right? You knew that you were being watched through school, and those people who are watching you can play a role in your future, and you haven't even thought about it. Traditions are our glue. And pick your tradition. But traditions can't be allowed to die. And the fire service doesn't do that. We don't allow traditions to die. But it's up to you, coming in, new and fresh, to carry them out. Sometimes carrying them out means being willing to do a little extra and getting involved in something that, you really would rather somebody else do. But you see it as value for the organization and you see it as value for our traditions. Rule number 3, there's always more to the story than you know. You're going to hear different things about different circumstances, situations. Guaranteed there's more to it than you know. Doesn't mean that you can't talk about it, can't have an opinion, weigh in, whatever. Just know that there's always more to it. And lastly, as far as the rules, this world gets crazier every day. I can't begin to guess what your hiring generation is going to have to deal with in the fire service in another 20, 25 years. I know what we have dealt with in the past 40 or so, and I'm not going to take you down how we used to do it. But the fire service steps up every single time, and at some point in your career, you're going to be asked to step up to handle something that you didn't sign up for. And when that happens, I want you to remember this moment right now and say to yourself, are you willing to step up for that? Whatever that is. I see a lot of heads nodding. Remember that when it comes up. Granted, there's going to be a lot to the story that you might not know, but if you're sitting right here now and you're nodding your head, that means you're willing to step up to whatever that challenge is. So 4 rules. You're always being watched. Traditions are glue. There's always more to the story than you know. World gets crazier every day. Watch out for each other. Watch out for each other. That world getting crazier every day is what is going to change the job that you do. Watch out for each other. There won't be a test. Let it sink. I really am honored to be here with you. I've been retired now for 10 years, And I still know that this is the best department in the country. And some of that comes from, of course, my own bias and where it's been. And it comes from the exposure that I have at looking at organizations across the country. And what is remarkable here is how people genuinely step up, and the system that you work in, where everybody works together. So with that, you have your station assignments, correct? Is there anybody here who's been assigned to Station 42? And your name? Your Creole son? Oh, this could not go better, let me tell you. I'm going to ask Chief Kinley if he wouldn't mind kind of joining me quickly. Yes, if you want to grab that, you can throw out what's on top. Do you want to step on up? I know. Yeah, it's okay. They're watching out for you. I can tell, you know. You have a nickname yet?
No, ma'am.
Oh, does he have a nickname yet? All right. So, one of the things I just talked about was traditions and upholding those. And as the new generation coming in, how are you going to do it? So, with that, and since you are standing up here, I have a gift for you. And there's a hook that comes with this gift that you will be, in the future, one to uphold Seminole County Fire Department's traditions.
42. It's pretty cool. Thank you.
Thank you. Congratulations. So what he has there is a Code 3 collectible of Engine 42 that they created. Back in the history of our traditions, the trucks were then blaze orange, which was a remarkable color for visibility, but it wasn't a remarkable color for the Florida sun. And to keep repainting it was expensive. So with that, please carry it on. Right? I wish all of you nothing but success as you discover your role. Lean into those around you. You have a great team sitting up here in this road that will lead you and help you. You're going to find them in their stations. You're going to find them everywhere. You have a fire chief who loves this department and has been with it his entire career and has seen the changes that it goes through and values you and what you have to offer to this organization. So again, nothing but success as you discover your new role. Thank you for allowing me to be here. It's an honor, and good luck to you. Thank you.
That was very nice, wasn't it? Okay. Thank you very much, Fire Chief Matt Kinley and retired Fire Chief Leanna Mims. Your words of wisdom are deeply appreciated, and not just because he's my boss. Let's give it up one more time for them. Yes. 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 There it is. There it is. Doreen, I'm about to go rogue wherever you're at. She put together this very nice speech for me, and I've added a lot to it that she doesn't know about. So here we go. Over the past 10 weeks, this class has been tested and trained for what lies ahead. The class was led by Assistant Chief of Professional Standards and Training, Daniel Bowen, who has been very instrumental to the progressive and innovative approach we have at the Fire Training Center. Chief Bowen. And as I know we all want to go to dinner tonight, I edited out a bunch of the stuff I put into, but I'm going to brag a little bit about my training staff right now, so please bear with me. You are my captive audience, so. The training staff here has to have a 2-year commitment to go from combat to 40 hours. It's a required position, but they all volunteered to be here, which is amazing. They are why the success of this class happened. And I'd like to introduce you to them one by one, which they're gonna love. All right. First is the mastermind behind the execution and the rigorous schedule that 2501 went through, Lieutenant Tracy McCaffrey. Yep. Lieutenant McCaffrey is one of our newer training lieutenants promoted in February of 2023. He volunteered to be here. Next is Lieutenant Paul Hamrill. He is a veteran lieutenant promoted in April of 2019 that provided some oomph to the class. Lieutenant Hamrill teaches minimum standards at Seminole State College, which helps to transition our recruits from what they learned in school to the Seminole County way. This is his 5th class that he has assisted with. He has also volunteered to be here. Very good. Now we have Lieutenant Josh Marzoff. He was promoted to the rank of lieutenant in July of 2019. He is also retired from the United States Army with the rank of Sergeant First Class. So it's obvious what he kind of brought to the team. He also volunteered to be here, Lieutenant Josh Marzoff. Next, we have Paramedic Kevin Buckler, who's not a lieutenant, who's pioneered what he has taken a hold of here, which is really, really nice. He's impressed everybody at the training center, and we really appreciate his progress. He has had multiple USAR deployments and has had the ability to teach and instruct any discipline that we have at the Fire Training Center. Can you guess what I'm going to say next? He has volunteered to be here. Kevin Buckler. It is not too often that you have an entire training staff of people who volunteered to be there, and we can't be more proud of them. I tell you this because I want you to know that your loved ones, whether they're your son, your daughter, your husband, your wife, your fiance, your grandchild, are in good hands. We have people all over this department that want to continue to cultivate and culture, dang it. The page turn got me. I'll start that one again. We have people all over this department that want to continue to cultivate a culture of learning and progressive growth through the latest safe technologies and trends in firefighting, EMS, and mental health. We take pride in being an experienced, aggressive, progressive, and growing fire department that offers endless opportunities. Many others contributed to the success of this class. If you are part of our training division or participate in the training and development of these recruits, please stand and be recognized. That includes you guys. All right, now let's take a look back at the latest 10 weeks. As you'll see, this journey wasn't an easy one because we trained to serve you.
Get a water supply.
Got much light down now.
I can't squeeze it.
Why not?
There we go.
that thing down. Oh yeah, you're coming into a new environment.
Okay, so plan mode.
Go, switch.
Going a little bit. Who's ready to sign up? All right, perfect. Now we officially transition you from recruits to probationary firefighters. The placement of your helmet shield symbolizes this moment. I'd like to call Fire Chief Matt Kinley to the stage, along with A Shift Assistant Chief Jolene Joyce, B Shift Assistant Chief Joel Herrera, and C Shift Assistant Chief Jason Prather. They will present the recruits' helmets with the newly placed shield to the graduating class. A Shift, please wait by the stage to be called up. Evan Dentz. Colby Fulrod. Griffin Jaco. Griffin, oh, timeout. Good job, Griffin. Jaden Leahy. Claude Lofton. Trevor Socio. Trevor Wright. Congratulations, A Shift. B Shift, please take your positions by the stage. Ty Bailey. Paul Berry. Jason Beckton. Class leader, Trail Drummond. Colin Oxenhurt. Samuel Pritchard. Giovanni Rodriguez. All right. Congratulations, P-Shift. C-Shift, you can now line up at the stage.
Let's go. Come on, Jason. Come on, Jason.
Jordan Canizaro. Travis Creel. Nicholas DeQuarto. Jason Rosario. Jared Seipel. Maurice Williams. All right, congratulations, C-Shift. You start Sunday, so set the bar.
Remember what I told you.
Now your time as recruits ends. Deputy Chief of Administration, Matthew Hetler, will lead the class in the firefighter oath, followed by the pinning ceremony.
Good afternoon. The badge in this ceremony signifies your entrance into a life of service. It marks the beginning of your duties and your identity as a member of the Seminole County Fire Department. After the oath, each recruit will be joined by a designee for the pinning. 9 recruits will be pinned by family members who has also served in public safety or in the military. Paul Berry will be pinned by his wife, Glomar Berry, who served in the U.S. Army. Travis Creel will be pinned by his father, Damon Creel, who retired lieutenant from the Seminole County Fire Department. Jason Beckton will be pinned by his father, Derek Beckton, who serves as the Deputy Chief of Castleberry Police Department. Jordan Kazara will be penned by her fiance, Matt DeCure, who serves as a tower engineer paramedic with the Seminole County Fire Department. Evan Dents will be penned by his father, Robert Dents, a retired digital forensic detective for the City of Bellevue Police Department. Nicholas DeQuarto will be penned by his father, Joe DeQuarto, a corporal for the Brevard County Sheriff's Office. Griffin Jacou will be penned by his father, David Jacou, a retired sergeant in the U.S. Army. Colin Oxenhurt will be penned by his grandfather, Gary Oxenhurt, retired U.S. Marine Corps. Jason Rosario will be penned by his uncle, Malcolm Rosario, a retired firefighter paramedic from the Longwood Fire Department. Recruits, please stand, raise your right hand, and repeat after me. I state your name, do solemnly swear. That I will support and defend the Constitution of the United States of America and the state of Florida.
I will support and defend the Constitution of the United States of America and the state of Florida.
Against all enemies, both foreign and domestic.
Against all enemies, both foreign and domestic.
I will faithfully and impartially discharge my duties as a firefighter of the Seminole County Fire Department.
I will faithfully and impartially discharge my duties as a firefighter of the Seminole County Fire Department.
Under the appointment of the department according to the laws of the state of Florida.
Under the appointment of the department according to the laws of the state of Florida.
To the best of my skills and abilities.
To the best of my skills and abilities.
So help me God.
So help me God.
Recruits, please take your positions along the stage. Family members, please join your recruits to pin their badges. If you already haven't, you may proceed with the pinning, and please remain with the recruits after you are finished. Ladies and gentlemen, please stand as I proudly present the newest members of the Seminole County Fire Department, Probationary Firefighters Class 2501. The family members that have pinned the recruits may return to the seats. The audience may also take a seat. Probationary firefighters, please return to your seats.
Thank you and congratulations to our graduates. 2 pages left. 2 pages. All right? We're almost there. Now, graduates, listen up. This job is hard in every way you can imagine, physically, mentally, and emotionally. We will always be there for you and give you the support you need. Remember, when the emergencies happen and the calls come in, your back's against the wall, you're tired, you're drained, and you don't know how you can keep going. Just remember on every emergency, if that victim or patient just has 1% chance of survival, that is enough, okay? I would like to give a special thank you to Action Church for your hospitality and audiovisual support. I even wrote that out. Congratulations again. Take care of each other. You're now part of our fire family. Stay safe, and thank you for choosing a life of public service. Thank you very much.